Welcome back to Brains, Bots, and Business, where we make sense of AI so you can actually use it at work. We've talked about what AI is, how it learns, and how it helps businesses personalize and predict, but here's one question we have to tackle now. Can you actually trust AI? Let's talk privacy, security, and ethics. Let's start with data privacy. So data is that fuel for AI, right? But that doesn't mean you can just collect it all and call it a day. Whether you're in Canada, the US, or the EU, there's real privacy laws to follow. In Ontario, think PIPEDA. Globally, you probably heard of GDPR. These laws tell you what data you're allowed to collect, what consent looks like, how long you can store information, and what happens if you mess up. So yeah, your AI should be smart, but it also needs to be respectful. Next, let's talk security. When you hand data over to AI tools, you want to know it's safe. This means things like encryption, in transit and at rest, role-based access control, that's who can see what, secure APIs, that's how your different tools are talking to each other, regular audits, penetration testing. Even if you're using third-party platforms, ask how they secure your customer data. It's not just IT's job anymore, it's your job as the business owner to make sure it's done right. Let's talk data anonymization. Sometimes you need to analyze data without exposing that personal information. This means removing names, emails, IP addresses, anything that could identify someone while keeping the core patterns intact. For example, you can still learn how many users clicked a button without knowing their names. You still get that data and insight. This helps balance insights with integrity. Now let's talk a little bit about explainability. This one's often overlooked, but it matters. Explainability means, can you explain what the AI is doing and why? If an AI tool says deny this loan or lower the price, you need to know why, not just for trust, but sometimes for legal or audit reasons. Black box AI is just risky business. Transparent AI is better business. Look for tools that give visibility into how decisions are being made by your AI. Lastly, I want to talk about AI governance. Now, it sounds formal, and it should. AI governance is your internal playbook for using AI responsibly. It covers what data is allowed to be used, who approves AI vendors, how decisions are audited, what happens if things go sideways. Even a one-pager is better than nothing. Governance doesn't slow down innovation, it protects it. So what's the bottom line in all of this? AI absolutely can be a game changer, but only if it's used responsibly. Ask hard questions, demand some transparency, protect your customers, because the trust that you're building with them, that is the real asset that can be lost very quickly. See you next time on Brains, Bots, and Business.